Hello guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to list all the lobbies we are able to find here into the UI, and the player will pick one and then join it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do then is to broadcast the session search result. Okay, and there's actually one more thing we could do, which is when we're doing the create lobby or create session rather, right, we're not specifying a session name now because we are testing with multiple ones now, right? The player should be able to define their session name when they're creating it. So let's go ahead and do that. In the create session function, I'm going to add in one more function, fstring, to be more specific, constant. We can do fname, yeah, name. Let's call this guy session name. Okay, and then go there, and then have the same thing. Session name. Okay, and the session name will be the one we passed in here, session name dot toString. Okay, now set fname lobby name. This is actually hard-coded texts. Let's make a variable that we can always utilize. Now because there's only one game instance all the time, it doesn't hurt to have just one variable, local variable here. I'm gonna call this guy constant fname session name key. Okay, and we can make that start with a session name key. That will be enough, and then we provide a getter as well. Fname, I guess, get session name consts, and we just return the session name key. Oh, return session name key. Okay, we can also make this guy force inline. Okay, alrighty, so we have a way to retrieve it. Okay, alrighty, and when that's over, then we can actually pass that as the session name key. That way we're able to utilize our variables to determine the value there, and we can get it out here as well if we wanted to. So we can make a function for that too if we wanted to be able to get the name ourselves. How about this? Yeah, fstring get session name. Okay, and then we can cast in the f-online session search result. I have that. We're not using this in here, so I don't think. You probably don't have it. Let me get that out. Okay. Consts. Okay. Get certain name. So we pass in the search result. We should be able to retrieve out their name. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. Because we're broadcasting it through this, right, online service and pin, we should be able to retrieve it from that session settings. Okay, so search results dot session dot settings dot get. Okay, we should be able to get it. Okay, and that's going to require us to pass in a key, and then it's going to be giving us a value as a out parameter. Okay, the key will be session name key. Okay, and then the value, fstring out value will be out value there, and then we return that. Alternatively, you can also do an out value here with another constant an fstring reference. Oh, for that. But we can make that equals to name none first, just in case that we can't find anything, right? And then we return the out value there. Okay. Alrighty. So with that being there, we could already be putting that in our debug log. We can say, hey, oh, actually we need that. That's right, we were using it, but we're not using it anymore, right? Because we need to be able to list out the sessions but not necessarily joining anyone yet. So it's all good. So lobby name then. Lobby name will be equals to get session name, and then we pass in the lobby found. We should be able to retrieve their name, and then let's put that in there. That way we're not seeing an ID anymore, we're seeing a name. But this is not the point, right? We actually wanted this to be broadcasted out. We want this thing to be out. Okay. Alrighty. So and if that's the case, then we probably don't need any of these in the future, but let's keep them there just in case. And I wanted to actually broadcast out the search results as a T-array. Okay. So I'm gonna go make a declare multicast delegate one parameter f on session search completed. Okay, and I'm gonna call this guy we're gonna pass in a variable T-array, and then that's gonna be the type. Let's see the type of that search results. We can just click on it, control click on it, and control click on there maybe. Search results. This one is a T-array of f online session search result. I'm gonna get that out and put that in there. Okay, I'm gonna call this guy search results. Okay, some comment there. Okay, that'll be our delegate, and I'm gonna put that in here. Search completed. Okay, and then we have that to be in the fence session completed. Right, in that function, we do a broadcast and broadcast out our search results. Just copy that and put that in there, so that way our UI can receive that delegate and then just list out all the sessions. Okay, alrighty. So of course, let's take a look at that. I'm gonna go to the one thing I want to test is, can we even compile here? I think we're actually changing the signature of the create session complete. I mean create session there. We're passing in a name now. Right, so I'm assuming something's wrong in our UI. Let's take a look at that. Yes, we don't have a name there. Let's deal with that here first as well. So it's gonna be taking a U property class U text box. I forget the name of the delegate. Let's take a look at that actually. Comment that out so we can compile. So basically we need to have a field of entry for the player to type in the name of the session before they create it. I believe that should be a type text entry box or something. I don't remember. Let's see. Include component editable text box. I think it'll be the one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just do that. I think that will be the one. So it's gonna be class U editable text block text box. We call this guy session name text box. Okay. Oh, it's compiling, so it's not allowing me to do that. I think I'm fine. Let me just copy that, and then go to the menu. We can just say that text changed. Add dynamic. Oh, not internal. Do this. Ampersand U menu column session name changed. Not able to do that, but that's fine. Let me create a U function there. and now we do void session name changed. Void menu session name changed. So what we're trying to do here is basically making sure that the this is different than delegate, I think. It may take a text or something. I'm not sure why it's not allowing me to do that. I'm thinking this will take a f text, if I'm not mistaken. Or if not, this needs to be a string or something. It does work. Okay, so we want this because we want to check if the text dot is empty. If it is empty, then we are not allowing the player to create session. So the create session button will be dot set enabled to be false, or to make it easier, we can just do this actually. So set is enabled, and then text is empty. Right, we're gonna make it not empty before we can enable it, and which means the create session button will be disabled after or in the beginning. Set is enabled. To be false. Alrighty. Still compiling for some reason. Alrighty. So now we're able to allow the player to pass in the session name text if that is available there. We're creating a session. We can say that get text to string. It's taking f name. Oh, okay. F name from f name can be just initialized from a string, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that will do it. So now our session will have a name specified by the player. We also make the create session button disabled when the player is not having a session name, right? If that's that text block or text box rather to be empty. Alright, that should do the trick. Let me pause the video until this is all compiled. I don't know why it's taking so long. Alright, it's finally compiled. So one thing we need to solve first is go to the widgets, and we need to actually add in the box block. So let's be in here. It should be complaining about something here now, which is correct, and we need to tell it, hey, well, there is a text block, editable text, I believe. Okay, drag that over here. I think I'm put that in maybe just above the create session there, and the name should be session name text box. Tab text box was not found. Editable text, there is a multi-line one. I don't know what that one is. Oh, okay, so the type should be editable text, not text box. Okay, we can fix that real quick. Should be fine there, and then there as well. The delegates hopefully are the same. Editable text doesn't have that. Oh, editable text. Okay, that will work hopefully. Yes, all the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and compile it, and then we can actually use that as the type. Alrighty, logging all good. Session name editable text, that's correct. Session name text box. compile and save. Alrighty, so we have that. And then when we play the game, the player has to tap that in before they can click on the button. The fan session will log out what session are we able to fan. At the moment, we're not really seeing any actual list yet because we're not doing that in our game instance. But I think we go small steps, right? So this time, I think we can just see it because it's getting long. Okay. So let me double check, right? We are logging it out. That's correct. We're broadcasting. We need to take that from the other end when we have in the next video maybe, but let's test it here. Okay, let me go and launch the game. Oh, getting an error there. I guess it's because the main menu wasn't really saved yet. We need to recompile it again. So I'm gonna go here and then just do build solution. That will build it again. Okay, so that this new version should have it. Let me launch it one more time. Okay, now we can type in the text. Okay. You can see how that's automatically turned on and off. I'm gonna call this guy my session, my lobby, right? And then create session. Now make the session. Okay. Oh, why is it not doing that? Oh, because we were not logging in. That's correct. So let me log in here first. Alright, now I'm logged in. Let me type in the name, my lobby, and then create session. Alright, now we're here. Okay, now let me just quickly join the session, find the session here, use the same client. I should be able to do that. Let me see if the log is doing okay. Alright, so let me try that. I'm gonna go just open the main menu, and then fan session. Yes, you can see the ID is my lobby, which is correct. We have the name passed in properly. Alright, that'll be enough for this video. In the next one, we'll actually create the list of all the lobbies we're able to fan and provide a join button for the player to join it. Alright, see you guys next time.